Hi. Okay, my computer is being a bit weird right now. It keeps saying encoding overload now. This might be a sign. Okay, so maybe I'll get a new laptop this Black Friday. But anyway, how y'all doing? I'm gonna cancel you for the stream title. Do it. Do it, motherfucker. Do it. Anyway. Would you say any more Remember the Flowers? Now, chat, I have to ask you, are you remembering the flowers? Because I know I am. Okay. Let's hope my computer does not blow up on me, please. Oh my god. Okay, perfect. Anyway, shall we continue? God. I can't wait to move all this to a newer computer with faster hardware. By the way, I got streams this Monday, this Wednesday, this Friday. If you're watching the VOD, those have already happened. So... Sorry, too bad. Anyway. Ah, that's a strange name for someone who liked my Blue Sky post about this stream. Okay. Anyway. Let's continue. Got our hydration over here. And now let's continue this a wonderful story of an amnesiac and a stinky wolf. Let's see. I'm not sure how long I've been out. No more than a few hours. Even so, I'm starting to wake up. I think someone turned one of the lights on in the kitchen. I'm so exhausted that I chalked it up to nothing but dream shenanigans. That's when you hear the sound of the door open, along with an irritating creak to go with it. I can't even flutter my eyes open. I decide to say fuck it and try to drift back to sleep. If I die, I die. He is me mood, honestly. I'd rather just sleep. If anything. Sigh. Hey. Hey Cyrus, wake up! Just like that, the blanket I planted on my head to block out the extra light is torn right off. What? My body aches as I'm forced out of my short slumber. That special kind of ache that makes you feel like you're in slow motion. Damien? And it's 5:55. That's an angel number. What the hell? Don't you Damien me, mister. You promised you'd get up early with me to go running. I limply turned over to look at the alarm clock. It's 5:55 a.m. I said I'd get up at 6. Those extra minutes would have helped. Damien stretches the back of his head. Yeah, sorry about that. I guess I got a bit excited. I could hear his tail swish a bit. We haven't gone to hang out like this in a while, so... I exhale with a smile on my face. I can't get mad at him for something like this. No worries, I just had a rough night of sleep. Too rough? Not rough enough to keep me from our date. Damien's ears perk at that, as he dons that big goofy smile of his. I can barely see him in the moonlight, but he's as adorable as ever. Although, if you want to make up for it, there's still 3 minutes before I promise to get up. Sleepily, I pat the extra space on the bed. Mind joining me? I could use some warming up now that someone snatched my blanket. Damien snorts at that, before circling around to the other side of my bed. It would be my pleasure to be your body pillow this morning, Glad to hear it. Just know I tend to hit the snooze button at least once or twice. I guess I can let that slide, just this once. We giggle as I invite Damien under the covers. His warm fur almost instantly pulls me back to sleep. But not before I feel his feline tail curl up around my leg. It's a habit he's picked up from our numerous cuddle sessions. Yeah, that snooze button is going to get a workout this morning for sure. Chapter 3! It isn't until after I press the snooze button for the third time that Damien finally coerces me to get out of bed. And by coerces, I mean picking me up and bringing me to the bathroom to get ready. Babe. I groan with my dry throat and tired voice. Babe, do I need to force you in the shower again? No. I pat his back, our signal for him to put me down. Besides, you know I like to shower after our runs. That's true, but... He dons that mischievous look, one I'm all too familiar with. I was talking more about a cold shower to wake you up. I shudder. That's the last thing I need right now. I know your name is Damien and all, but you don't have to act like the Antichrist first thing in the morning. I tease before giving the long yawn. It's more like the fourth thing in the morning. Someone wanted to cuddle. Who could blame me? Your fur is just so inviting. I cling to him again, face planted into this chest. Ah, my favorite pillows. Damien clears his throat, his voice tinged with embarrassment. Sorry, I'll get ready now. You better. We'll miss the sunrise at this rate. Oh no, the horror. Once I finally detach myself from my boyfriend, I give myself a moment for another long stretch. I look at the clock. It's nearly 6:20 now. We need to hurry. The sun usually rises at around 7 this time of year. I was looking forward to our morning workout, to be fair. The Arizona winters are more amicable than up north, so it's actually nice that we can work out together more often. Although that's offset by the summers. It's too hot to even attempt to exercise in July. To that end, we decided to try to run together at least once a week during the winter. Damien didn't complain. His fur made it hard to work out in the summer anyway. Just another thing we have in common. But I got some new protein shake stuff the other day. While I get ready, could you make up some? Can do. He beams as he heads out of the bathroom. Just don't take too long or else I'll assume you fell back to sleep. He looks behind me, to the shower. It'd be a shame if I had to get the bucket again. I reach out for my razor before taunting him with it. It'd be a shame if a certain tiger gave himself an inverted mohawk again. That was one time! He stammers, to which I snicker at. It's okay, babe. You look good as a hairless cat. He gives me a loud humph before leaving me to my own devices. He's so cute when he's flustered. I look at myself in the mirror. It's been a few days since I last shaved, so I'm a bit scruffy. Neither was one for my own facial hair. Thankfully, it never takes me too long to pretty myself up. Once I finish rinsing the hair down the drain, I go to brush my teeth. I start mentally going over everything I need to do today. This is one day I vow to take completely off. No studying, no dissertation prep, just spending a nice time with Damien. After about 10 minutes, I look somewhat presentable. Although I'm already looking forward to my shower when we get back. Time to get dressed. Damien's definitely rubbed off on me when it comes to dressing for working out. The sleeveless top and shorts are hard to beat. I looked at the clock. It's 6:33. Maybe those extra snoozes were a bad idea. Which, can't let Damien know that, though. He'd rightfully make fun of me. I scan the room one more time to make sure I have everything. I'm pretty sure I do. Damien is on the couch, sorting through his backpack. Hey, I'm just about ready. You got everything? Think so. You? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You sure you don't want earmuffs? Yeah, this temperature is basically spring weather for me. What about you? Don't worry. He pulls up his hood. I came prepared. I can't help but clutch my chest. Same. God, that hoodie is super cute. One of my better investments, that's for sure. I shake my morning butterflies out and gesture toward the door. Come on, we got a few miles to get under our belts. Damien puts his backpack on and tosses me a shake. Just try to keep up with me. I don't know. That butt is nice to stare at. Oh wow, someone's feeling frisky this morning. What's the occasion? Oh, nothing. Don't get used to it. Wouldn't dream of it. Damien winks and we both laugh before making our way out of the dormitory. It's nice to have a partner who's willing to go along with my quirks. Please don't let my computer blow up. Please don't let my computer blow up. Oh my god. Okay. What say you? Want to turn this into a race? Interesting proposition. What do you have in mind? Last one to our girl has to buy the winner whatever they want at the cafe. Oh lord, I don't think I have enough funds to handle your caffeine addiction. Guess you're just gonna have to beat me then. I'll see you at the hilltop benches. And with that, Damien speeds off. Hey! It's no fair, I'm the one who needs the handicap here. I yell as I start trying to catch up to him. It's still fairly dark out, and what's worse is that the nature trail we take doesn't have many lights. Damien told me because he's a tiger, he has better night vision, so I usually just follow his lead. He's tripped only a few times on our outage, so it's pretty reliable. I'm usually too nervous to wear headphones at this time of morning. There are a few benches along the path that are by light posts. The path goes around the city. Just by counting the benches, I can somewhat figure out how far we've gone. After the 11th one, I call out to Damien through some haggard breathing. Day, let's take a break, okay? I can hear Damien screech to a stop, his breathing not nearly as bad as mine. Sure, it's been a couple miles. I'm impressed. You barely could run a mile this time last year. All thanks to my wonderful coach. I can't even finish a quip between my gasping breaths. Damien joins to meet me at the bench, handing me a bottle of water. But take slow sips and don't sit down. It'll make it harder to keep going. I know. I grumbled gratefully as I drink some water. We're about halfway through a run at this point, and thankfully it's been pretty uneventful. Which Damien notices my constant looking behind us. You okay? Yeah, why? You're unusually tense. What's up? Oh, sorry. Not trying to be, but running. Whoa, I'm fucking tired. Whew. Let me reread that again. Oh, sorry. Not trying to be, but running at this time of morning hasn't been the same for a while. Yeah, I get you. That's where we'll stick together, okay? I nod. A few months ago, Damien and I ran into someone who I'm pretty sure was a meth head. Thankfully, it was 2-on-1, and the sun was already out. But still, I would rather not have to see Damien blade up like that again. It's a big reason why we haven't done this in a while. I didn't think my first time doing real first aid would be on my boyfriend. I shake my head, trying to get rid of my worries. This is supposed to be our safe space, and I'm not going to let some druggie ruin that for us. Against my better judgment, I splash some water on my face. The cool night air does its job and snaps me out of my broodiness. Sigh. Whew, okay. Let's keep going. If we want to make it, we'll need to be faster, right? I try to put a brave face on for Damien. We've been looking forward to a day like this for so long. A day where our schedules finally align. He puts on the goofy smile I've fallen for. Right. I sprint past him, but my lead doesn't last long. Not that I mind, a little bit of healthy competition goes a long way. Damien's got that competitive edge to him, even for a morning jog. Why is Damien so cute? Because tiger. But also tiger with belly. The silent night is starting to fade, partly due to our excessive panting, but mainly due to the rising sun ahead of us. Come on, Sai, we're almost there. My ability to give a verbal response dissipated about 4 miles ago. I just give him a thumbs up as I force myself up the final hill. Curse my love for this man. I hope he knows he's the only person on Earth I'd do this for. Almost there, almost there. Damien's waving to me near the top. He's backlit by the rising sun. The only thing keeping me going at this point is him. I have to shield my eyes from the sun. The transition from night to day catches me off guard to the point where I nearly trip. I didn't even realize I already sped past Damien. Thankfully, Damien catches me from behind before I go flying off the hill. Whoa there, Tiger, calm down. My legs are kicking a bit as if I'm still running, but they sputter out soon after being caught. Everything feels like putty, and I have no choice but to slip against Damien's chest. Not that I mind, of course. He's breathing fairly hard too, which calms my own breathing down, ironically enough. Safe to say we took this morning run a little too seriously. You'd think it was a marathon the way we were running. Diana was right. He's really rubbed off on me. I win! Huh, good one. Not kidding, I got to my destination first. Huh? Huh? I reach up and squish his cheek fluff. I feel his face flush a bit at that. You haven't made it to the benches yet, but I never said those were my destination. Mine was just to get to you. I snicker. That'll teach him to pull a fast one on me, literally. Damien huffs and grumbles. He knows when he's lost. You're so lame. There's undeniably some embarrassment in his voice. He's never been one to take a loss easily. And you're just lucky I went easy on you this time, on account of it being a while for you. Babe, I run all the time, just in the afternoon. It's time for a victory lap. Damien cups me up and giggles before he spins me around in his arms. Oh no, it's his signature move. Hey, come on, don't be a sore loser. He's not going fast, but my body is too fried. But my body is so fried I'm powerless to stop him. Gotta give the winner the attention he deserves. A joint laughter breaks the morning calm on this hilltop we found ourselves on. Damien's laughter lasts longer than mine. Who would have thought having a laughing fit while recovering from a workout would be so difficult? It took us about 15 minutes to recover from our impromptu victory lap. Damien announced that as the loser, he did us both some water. There was no way in hell I was going to turn that down. Here, it's warmer than the stuff we brought along. Just drink it slowly. That's my line. Who's trying to become a doctor again? Oh yeah, who's actually enjoying trying to become a doctor again? Damn, got me there. We cleaned our paper cones full of water. A classic park commodity. Speaking of, let's get some water for ourselves. Stay hydrated, kids. Oh, that's better. Okay, let's continue. How's that going, by the way? It's going. One of my professors is a complete tool, but most of the other professors made the program manageable. That's good. I was a bit worried. Diana told me you were having trouble adjusting for a while. Yeah, I can't deny it. It's hard to move from your passion to, well, something that isn't your passion. And you sure you're okay with that? I've made peace with it. I know my folks just want the best for me. They're not the only ones. You just let us know if you need anything, alright? Duly noted. Thanks, Day. I rubbed the top of his head out of appreciation. He almost instantly starts purring. Adorable. What about you? How's your last year of undergrad going? It's going. His purring stops and he looks down at the ground. I move my hand down to his back to begin rubbing in circles. What's going on? It's nothing serious. That's bullshit. Hey now, you can't offer to help me without letting me help you too. What's up? Damien shifts to lean forward. It's really not that serious. I'm just not doing as well as I need to in class. That sounds fairly serious, Damien. I know. Do you want to come over so I can help you? You're already dealing with your master courses, you and Diana. I don't want to distract either of you just because I'm bad at math. Well, math was no cakewalk for me either. I'm really not looking forward to doing any measurement training. And anyways, I wouldn't have offered to help you if I didn't want to. You can rely on me too, alright? Okay. Damien leans his furry form into me, and I give him some more reassuring rubs on his back. From what Diana's told me, he's always had issues with school. He even enrolled later than most people for university. He was only able to afford it due to his sports scholarship. We've had our fair share of all-nighters over the past couple of years, even before we started dating. I'm willing to spend a month away just to make sure he keeps his scholarship. Remember that Diana wanted to become a math teacher before grad school? You'd be doing her a favor by letting her teach you. Didn't she used to tutor you when you were growing up? Oh yeah. I wouldn't have even made it past Algebra 101 in high school if it weren't for her. I leaned back on the bench, breathing in the refreshing cool air. Actually, we met when we were in 3rd grade. My scores were so bad halfway through the term that my teacher was already prepping me to be held back. I remember being scared. My stomach was in knots when I called my mom. I was definitely crying and my teacher just shook her head. She wasn't happy, of course, but she tried to calm me down. For what I've heard, she's never been the kind of mom to punish you when you're trying your best. She certainly had a way of seeing the whole picture. When Dad got home, he tried to help me with the best he could with my homework until Mom came home. He wasn't very good at math either, though. I think I got that from him. I shake my head, getting off topic. Anyway, I remember what happened after that call very well. It's one of my only vivid memories from back then. I had my face down on my desk, with my arms around my head to block out the light, sniveling and crying. Then a heavy tedspit slammed on my desk. I jump up, trying to hide my crying. Hey, why are you crying so dang much? Well, Well, what? Spit it out already! Sorry, I haven't been doing very well lately, and... Do you need some help? Huh? Well... Have no fear, Diana is here! Damien and I burst out laughing over my impression of her. She really was a 9-year-old superhero. Ever since then, she's had my back, and vice versa. That's honestly so cheesy I might cry. Wouldn't blame you. She really was that kind of kid. She told me that you used to get picked on too, and that she got in trouble for kicking someone's teeth out. God. To be fair, they were already rotting out of the scroll from all the candy they stole from me. Damien snorts at that, before pulling me under his arm for a side hug. Well, if you ever run into any more candy-stealing douchebags, you could just give me a ring and I'll be there ASAP. Which, oh come on, at least let me try to handle my own, fight my own battles. I can handle myself. Can you? Hey, I'll have you know I've been Diana before. You mean the time she got her wisdom teeth out, and despite the fact that she was hopped up on loopy gas, still nearly kicked your ass? So, I was thinking of getting a double shot espresso frap from that cafe with extra whipped cream. I tried to casually change the subject. My failure is obvious. Daring today, aren't we? Damien teases as he ruffles my hair. Normally, I tell him to stop, but it's already a mess, so I let it go. This time. You know, that is a good point. Since it's your treat, I should think of something extravagant. God, I'm not sure how extravagant you're gonna get at that old joint. I guess we better head over there and find out. I set up to stretch. My legs still feel a bit tight, but not enough to keep me from part 2 of our date. Damien takes my hand, and we start our trek down the hill. I'm so glad that I had my punch card filled out for your order. Guess you better think your bets through a bit more carefully, I tease as I start to chip away at the amount of whipped cream on top of our concoction of sugar and caffeine. Apparently, good thing you offered to share with me, right? Sure thing. As much as this looks yummy, there's no way I'd be able to finish it on my own. I pass a spoon over to Damien. We come here so much that they just know to give me an extra spoon for the whipped cream at this point. Damien sits down next to me in our usual booth. The heat in here is always busted, so it's actually kind of chilly. It's old. I think it's from the early 2000s. Damien found it on one of his runs a few years ago, and he's been coming ever since. And eventually brought me along. It's one of my favorite places on Earth. Do you want me to get you some actual coffee? I know sweet stuff isn't your first choice. Which, it's fine. Guess we can call it my just desserts. I groan and Damien snickers as he plants a straw in it to take his first sip. It's almost as sweet as you, babe. I groan louder. Stop. Now I'm the only one who's feeling flushed. Damien can at least hide it with his fluff. Meanwhile, I'm stuck with my love for my boyfriend plastered clearly on my face. The tragedy of it all. Duh, is someone feeling red in the face? Damien pulls me in again to pepper kisses on my cheek. You really are the Antichrist. And you're my favorite devotee. Damien. As usual, he knows just what to do to get me blushing, and just how to take advantage of that. Not that I mind, of course. I give up on trying to fight back and give into a booth-side cuddle session. It's a bit awkward, but we've had plenty of practice. It usually ends with me just leaning against his shoulder as he keeps me close. I can feel his heart beating. It's still a bit fast from our earlier workout. Wouldn't be surprised if I fell back to sleep here. I'm that comfortable. My phone stirs me a bit as it vibrates in Damien's backpack. Wait, are they gay? Oh my god, no, the scandal that could occur? Never. Wonder who that could be. Damien rummages through his bag and passes me my phone. There's a new message from Diana, along with an attachment. Oh my god. Taking care of the cats is doing great, but Xander keeps eating Mikhail's food. Please teach your son some manners. And definitely add this one to the World Games list. I think you can literally add every single furry visual novel to the World Games list. Like, you definitely can add every single one. Even the ones that are presumably straight. Like, I think there's 50 Shades of Furry. I think that's what it's called. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. Did it freeze? Or was it just my... Did the stream freeze for a second? But yeah, like, I think that... that straight one, I think it's called 50 Shades of Furry. Definitely, you can still add that to the World Games list and nothing would change. Anyway. The attachment is a picture of Diana holding up one of my cats, showing us the naughty boy. Which, oh, that's right. Your folks are out of the town back home. Yeah, they thought of a quick vacation since I told them I stayed on campus over break. You still didn't have to do that. But I wanted to, and that's that. This is just day one of our break together. Let's enjoy it the best we can, okay? Damien's trying to fight it, but his mouth curls into a bashful smile. Sounds like a plan, Sai. This time it's me trying to bring Damien in for a side hug. He's a bit too heavy for me to pull, so he's not accustomed to playing along. I love you, Cyrus. I love you too, Damien. I nuzzle into his cheek fluff, and his purring revs up once again. Whew. We sit in silence for a little while, enjoying this quiet morning together. Once we've had our fill of silence, we both wave to one of the waitresses. We decided we might as well share breakfast together while we're here. The sun's almost fully up at this point. It's 8:15. We got ourselves another round of coffee to go, albeit with 90% less sugar. This is just for the caffeine. Hope you guys have a good holiday. Damien shouts to the employees as he leaves while I'm paying the tab. I usually give him a good tip. They've always been really good to Damien. I write, thanks for the great meal. Y'all are one of the only places still open, before getting up from the booth and waving goodbye as well. Aw. And then, the game ends right there. Everything was all a dream. Everything was all a dream. No Cooper, no futuristic cyberpunk world. Just the quiet college life of one Cyrus and Damien. The worth of morning sun is welcome. It's almost worth waking up before 6 a.m. Thanks for paying, Sai. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. You ready to head back? Yeah. I'll hold out my hand as he grabs it almost instantly. We take our time walking home. By the way, do you want some help moving in? I don't have much to bring. You should be okay. I don't think it's technically allowed, but most of the staff are gone for 2 weeks at least. If anyone asks, I'll just explain to them what's going on. It's annoying that the undergrad dorms don't stay open during break. It'll be good practice for down the road. Damien nearly chokes on his coffee. Babe, warn me next time. Well, expect the unexpected. It's not even that sudden anyways. We've been discussing this for a while now. I know, but it still feels so surreal. I know what you mean. I sigh happily, squeezing his paw a bit. When I drop you off, I can head back to scrounge some stuff up. Want to meet there around 3 o'clock? The dorm should be locking up around 5 tonight. It's a date. Aren't I lucky, getting 2 dates in one day? Sexy tiger. Hey, Ben! Ha-ha! Cheers! We clink our paper cups together before taking another swig of caffeine juice. Without giving me time to get ready. I got some new outfits I want to try out this holiday. Huh. I don't know how you can wear that. I don't know how you can wear that stuff. They look so tight. They kind of are, but it's less about the comfort and more about the fashion. Oh, speaking of. I get Damien to stop so I can sift through his backpack. After a minute of rummaging, I reveal my prize. A glasses case. I can't believe you still have those. I can. They're one of my most prized possessions. I proudly put on the pair of glasses. Damien got them for my birthday last year, and I have been wearing them ever since. I wish I could have gotten you something else. That was your first birthday after we got together, and they're not anything special. He's being a bit bashful, but I won't have any of it. You worked your butt off for them, Damien. That's why they mean so much to me. I use my middle finger to adjust them. Damien, you're why they're special. They're way better than anything a designer brand could come up with. Come on, Sai, you're being overdramatic. His tail is swishing. He's always been anxious about gifts. Despite his reputation on the court, he has bouts of damaging self-consciousness. I blame his folks. I use these opportunities to build up his confidence, just like he did mine. You know, I got my hospital ID badge with these on. That should arrive when school starts back up. You did? His voice betrays a hint of doubt. Yes, sir, I did. I love them. Just like I love you, Damien. Before he can even reply, I take his hand in mine and pull him closer so I can plant a kiss on his fluffy cheek. He bristles for a moment before relaxing. His voice is a bit shaky. Thanks, Cyrus. Sorry, I shouldn't get so emotional over stuff like this. You're allowed to feel whatever you want, Damien, okay? He nods, trying to put on a brave face. Okay. We walk in silence for a bit, besides the occasional sip from our coffees. I want to give Damien some time to collect himself. I try to act natural by looking at the buildings trail around us, so he doesn't know I see him wiping his face. Once he takes a deep breath, he starts back up. So, your parents were really fine with you staying on campus? Yeah, they were cool about it. I told them it was for a few reasons, and they didn't bat an eye. What were the reasons? Well, I'm holding one of their paws right now. I give his paw a squeeze, and that bashful smile comes out again. You're so corny. What else, though? It might be one of my last winters here on campus. I wanted to see the city when it was nice and quiet. It's almost like a completely different town when the students are gone. We started making our way through the maze of crosswalks to get to our favorite bridge. It is nice, but it does kind of suck that most of the best places closed down. I guess so, but that just means we can find some more hidden gems, like the cafe. Very true. Maybe we could even find some antique shops. One of my friends back in Vermont would take me along when we got the chance. Found some interesting things, to say the least. You're such an old man. Maybe we can find a candy store to get you some hard candies? Come now, respect your elders. But besides, you know I have a sweet tooth, so I'll gladly accept them. But you made a great case for yourself, old-timer. I ruffled Damien's fur again. He's giggling all the while. Whippersnapper. Oh, hey, looky. Damien stops dead in his tracks and points to where I look. At where I look. At this point, the sun is well above the horizon, illuminating the wintry Arizona morning. Wow. Pretty, right? Sure is. I wonder how it'd look covered in snow. Good luck with that. It would probably melt the second it landed. Who knows? Maybe one day. I'd love to share a nice snowy night with a certain tiger. I'd love to be said tiger. I would too. We spent a decent amount of time admiring the scenery, sipping the rest of our coffee while we hold each other close. Yeah, staying on campus was a good call. The campus is uncharacteristically quiet. There's not even a single red solo cup on the ground. As much as I loved our morning together, I desperately need that shower. Damien's walked me back home. Quite an eventful morning we had together. Do you want me to pick you up? Usually I'd say no, since it's a nice walk through campus. But after our marathon, I think that'd be best. This sounds good. This is gonna be fun. A whole 2 weeks together. Shh. We still gotta keep it on the down low. Someone might hear. Let them hear. I want everyone to know. I cut him off by clapping my palm over his snout. No. Bad kitty. He just starts purring as if nothing's happened. Sigh. I love this goober. We're almost home. This would usually be where we say goodbye for a while, but not this time. This time it'll actually be see you later. But, hey, Cyrus? I love you, and... He's starting to say something else, but it's hard to make out what it is. Everything goes dark for a moment. Until met with... Oh my god. Ah, sad. Which, human, are you deaf? Wake the fuck up already. Cooper's voice. He sounds worried for some reason. I'm so sad. I just want a more college life with Damien. As I wake up, I feel as if I've been hit with a defibrillator. I jolt up, headbutting Cooper right in his snout, causing him to stumble backward. He's yelling in pain, which is only making it harder for me to get a grip on what's happening. I try to ignore him. I'm too busy coming to. Fuck. God, what's gotten into you? I can't leave you alone for even an afternoon. Shut the fuck up. My emotions bubble over as I raise my voice in anger. At this wolf, I'm once again the presence. At this wolf, I'm once again the presence of. I think there should be an in that sentence. Why the hell did you wake me up? Excuse me? You were having a fucking fit on the couch when I walked in. I was dreaming. No, I was reliving some of the happier moments of my life. What the hell are you talking about? I start to get huffy. I'm not in a good mental state for this. I feel like I was ripped away from my life through time and space. I debate on blowing some more. I really want to. However, I figured this is something I should keep to myself. I don't need this asshole to know anything else about me. It's none of your business. Welcome home. That attitude is not going to fly. Once he realizes I didn't do any serious damage to him, he pulls on my shirt to get me to look up at him. I try to remain confident. I'm so out of it that my panic is definitely showing. You're practically convulsing, and you're going to tell me it's none of my business? You clearly remember what was going on, and you're gonna tell me. What happened? I stare at him deadpan, not wanting to deal with his attitude anymore than he wants to deal with mine. Jeez, you asked a lot of questions. I'm interrupted as Trooper smacks me across the face with the back of his paw. I forgot about this! My eyes go wide out of shock, and what confidence I had quickly dissipates. I hold my face. It doesn't hurt, but any semblance of safety I had evaporates. Cooper's practically snarling at this point. Listen, you little shit. You're in my home as my responsibility. If something's wrong, I want you to tell me. I struggled to come up with any words. I feel like our first meeting is happening all over again. You're all alone out here, and I'm all you have. And even that isn't going to last long. I'm offering to help you right now. I feel a tinge of my confidence coming back. Now I'm starting to get aggravated. I grab his arm and try to pull him off my shirt. You're the biggest reason why I haven't said anything. Is that right? And why is that? Cyrus. That's my name, right? He drops me on the couch with a little shock on his face. How did you? So, you did know. I knew it. That's my name? That you couldn't even tell me. You asked me point blank what you should call me, and you decided to call me human. What the hell is wrong with you? Just wait a second. My name is Cyrus Galahad Cantwell. I'm from Vermont. My mom's name is Candace, and my dad's name is Cyrus. Cooper bellows loudly, causing me to stop. Calm the fuck down already. You're an adult. You can talk to me without having a fucking temper tantrum. That's rich. Come and stop. Cooper clamps his paw on my mouth, keeping me quiet. Your emotions are going haywire. I can literally tell that your thoughts are going every which way. Do we need to go over your breathing exercises again? Ooh, the fucking gaslighting. God damn. All I can do is yell angrily in his paw. So I do just that. Cooper sighs. Oh, take that as a yes. Get through your little hissy fit and then we can talk. My yelling sputters out shortly after. It's hard to breathe like this. You ready to calm down? I didn't notice how gaslighted this is the first time I played. Maybe because you were distracted by hot, stinky wolf boy. Something to consider. Yeah, I'm just like, honestly, this is actually really good. This is actually like a really good idea to like replay these visual novels again, because you start to pick up certain things here and there. I'm like, oh, okay. Cooper's a piece of shit. You're jealous of what? I am jealous of a drawing. I did get some water there. Let's continue. But you ready to calm down? Then I start glaring at him. Cooper huffs. Cyrus, look. I'm sorry. He exhales as he releases the tension in his own chest, almost deflating. I want you to understand that I take no happiness in keeping secrets like this, especially from someone in your current situation. Cooper looks me in the eyes with a regretful expression, before returning to his usual confidence. I told you, I'm not doing this because I want to. This is a job. As fucked up as it is, you're under the authority of people who don't even know... As fucked up as it is, you're under the authority of people you don't even know until we made it to resume. My glare devolves into a stare. I'm letting him talk before making my decision. I don't trust him, but I like to think he's being sincere. There are a lot of things I'm not allowed to tell you. A lot of it is for your safety, but a lot isn't. I know a lot about you, and I can't tell you anything you don't already know. I understand how frustrating that is, to be left in the dark by the only person you're able to rely on. Even me telling you I can't tell you anything is a huge risk. However... He lets go of my mouth and takes a deep breath. You're a person, and should be treated as such. If you have anything you want to ask, I can at least be straight and say it's classified. If it's classified. But I can't do that if you don't try to talk to me, okay? He once again looks me in the eyes. I can feel my frustration slowly wash away, although they're still lingering on the edge of my mind. Even so, I hold out my hands to start the breathing exercises. In. I start pulling my hands closer. And out. Cooper follows my tempo with his paws. Just like when we first met, we do this together for a little while. Even when I'm almost completely calm, I don't say anything for a bit. I'm still processing being ripped out of my life with Damien for the second time. When I do start, I'm finding it hard to articulate my current emotions. Look, I'm sorry for, well, that's now a slur today, out like that. I was having a very vivid dream. A memory of me and my boyfriend. Cooper lets me continue. No offense, but going from holding his hand to waking up to your... I catch myself and try to be amicable. Distinct face? Was a bit jarring, and a little bit scary. Cooper sighs before rubbing the back of his neck. To be fair, the shape you were in looked pretty scary. I thought you were actually having a seizure or something. Really? It didn't feel like that when I was asleep. I yawn and Cooper continues. Well, you didn't look like you were possessed or anything. You were just shaking around a bit too much to look safe. Just come ugly at that point. Wow. Actually, that causes a discussion. That creates like a discussion. What indicates a furry character to be considered ugly? Because obviously we think animals are cute. They all look adorable. So plaster anthropomorphic animal beastman, animal person, whatever. They're like automatically cute by default. You probably have to like do some like probably like make it like very obvious that they're supposed to be ugly. But in cases like this, it doesn't work considering there are no ugly furries. All of them are cute, hot or both. Literally, I feel like the closest we could get to like an ugly furry will be Brian and Echo. And people might disagree by saying, look how cute he looks in Arches, but I'm thinking of the way he looked originally, like in Echo, like his older sprite model. I feel like that's a good instance of an ugly furry. At least with his design in Arches, he looks better? Not exactly great. Weird. I rubbed the back of my head. Maybe that injury did something worse internally. It's possible. Unfortunately, I can't really afford to take you to a doctor. Not like we have your records on hand either. Not even from your employers? Which, they might have that kind of information, but... Classified, got it. Sorry. It's cool. Well, no it's not, but I can at least understand you're just the middleman in this whole ordeal. Which, thank you. You understanding that will make this a lot easier. Even so, do you promise to try to be as honest as you can? I can promise that. Alright, do you know how I ended up on this planet? When a mommy and daddy love each other very much. The sudden joke catches me off guard and I almost snap at him. Instead, I just push it to his chest, albeit weakly. Come on, man, I'm being serious. Cooper smirks. Sorry, couldn't resist. But, no, they didn't tell me anything like that. Can you ask them? But, can I? Yes. Will I? No. If I ask specifics like that, they know something's up. Your employers sound like tools. They can be. We both sigh. I mean, even in Echo, Brian isn't necessarily ugly. It's clear he barely showers or takes care of his fur, so it's hard to tell if he's inherently ugly or not. No, he is. Along with Duke, and along with Clint. That's the ugly trifecta in Echo. Literally everyone else is like objectively hot. So there's that. And this is not my opinion. This is just facts, objective facts. God. Dad, I'll be honest. Your name was one of the only things they really told me, along with giving me orders to keep you under wraps. Even from my own name? Even from your own name. Jeez. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Like I said, they didn't tell me much. Hell, I didn't even know you were gay. That last part was a bit forward. I'm not really used to people talking about my sexuality like that. Well, kind of. Which, kind of? I am gay in the way that I'm falling in love with men, but I'm actually asexual. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I get that. What? You do? Which, you like guys but not sex. It's not that common. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What? It's nothing. I'm just not used to it being that easy for people to understand. What's there to understand? Well, what if my old teammates was asexual? Cooper drops that casually, but he's still wearing a frown. Really? Yeah, I think she was Demi or something. He's been so nonchalant that I don't know what to say. Leftist Cooper be like. You're not that weird. I mean, you are weird, but not that weird. Thanks? This conversation took a turn. Let's get off of my sexuality. So, there's nothing else you know about me? No, I know more about you. Well, it's more about your circumstances, less about your previous life. Oh, was it previous or personal? Personal, oh my fucking god. What are my circumstances? Cyrus. I know, classified. You catch on quick. Asexual representation in furry visual novels. We've been praying for a time like this. It's been a day. At least give me a week to figure out how to live with amnesia. That's fair. I really shouldn't give you a hard time. I squint at him. You seem awfully nice tonight. Why? I'll have you know I'm always nice. I let that BS hang in the air. Which, anyway, I did get a nice amount of supplies for us while I was out. Oh? Like what? Wait. I look outside. It's a bit darker. What time is it? It's almost 6. I'm glad for the representation, but sad because I'm not gonna get naked characters in this game full of hot people. Ugh. Oh, honey. Well, I'll talk about it. I'll bring up that discussion a bit later. Oh, jeez, I slept for over 5 hours? I'll never get to sleep tonight. But I might have something that can knock you out. Some tea shit. I don't trust tea anymore. I don't trust T. I don't fucking trust T anymore. Not since Arches. I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. I don't trust T anymore. Keep that T away from me. Oh god. How appetizing. Which, speaking of, come on, help me make dinner. I'm starving. Sure, what do you need help with? Spill the tea, Cooper. I'm sorry, the tea's classified. Which, let's find out. I got all kinds of shit. From dumpsters? From dumpsters? I heard you the first time. You didn't answer the first time. No, not from a dumpster. He doesn't continue. Elaborate? So, what even constitutes a dumpster anyway? Cooper. I'm kidding, you're so easy. Mm-hmm. Luckily for us, my client sent me some funds ahead of time to get you home easier. From multiple dumpsters! Wait, so I got some decent food. Oh? And since you have a hunger for knowledge, pun intended, I thought I'd teach you about the kind of food and equipment we have. That certainly sounds better than lying in a pool of your own blood. We'll make some decent memories for you yet. Cooper flashes a genuine smile at me before leading me to the kitchen. Huh, he's almost like a completely different person. Maybe he isn't so bad after all. Huh. Oh, but if there's one memory you could forget, could it be the one of me slapping you? Cooper grimaces and rubs the back of his head with his ears lowered. Which, don't need my employers to catch wind of that. I am sorry though. I say rub my cheek. Don't worry, I didn't feel a thing. And winked at him with a smile. Cooper gives me an incredulous look. I don't think you understood my joke. Cooper asked for some help sifting through the duffel bags he dragged in. In his words, there's apparently some decent food. Wow, you did get a lot. How did you carry it all in? I got arms, don't I? He flexes his arms. Damn, he sure does. I guess so. They're pretty impressive. What did you expect? When you live on your own, you gotta learn how to be efficient. That's not such a good enough segue to ask about his past. Although he does seem to be in a good mood. I really shouldn't push it. But I do anyway. Why do you live alone? You mentioned friends yesterday. Couldn't you room with them? I used to. But it became apparent that my line of work works best when I'm alone. What do you mean? I guess that's the wrong way to put it. I need a space where I can be alone. It'd be trouble if anyone outside of my contracts came across my clients. Can you hand me that package? Sure. He points to a package wrapped in paper. It feels kind of wet. Is this meat? Sure is. Prime rib. Nice. Beef, huh? I prefer turkey. Yet another similar thing from back home. I decide to ask Cooper what's been bugging me. Cooper, can you tell me where we are? Well, the pods were on the outskirts of Tenstia, but my apartment is in... No. What's the name of this planet? He organizes the new food in the fridge before taking a deep breath and closing the door. That depends on who you ask. I pause. Well, I'm asking you, is there not a name for the planet? Not really. Not anything set in stone, actually. Why's that? Cooper pauses again, tapping the counter in thought. That's... Well, first and foremost, that's not classified. But it is something that most people don't really know. There is a lot we don't know. That's quite strange. It is. We don't even have a set year. The hell? Why? Kruber takes a deep breath, trying to recollect something. I'm not too sure of the details myself, but... But? Kruber sighs. Have you heard of the 7 stars? I don't think so, no. I try to see if I have any inkling of an idea, but all I get is a bit of a headache. Why? What is it? It was basically the start of the apocalypse. Oh, wait, I don't remember this being in the other... when I played this for the first time. They called that because, supposedly, about 7 meteorites entered the planet's atmosphere at the same time. At this point, all of the information we have was passed down by word of mouth. Also, when he says 7 stars, why does that remind me of... Okay. There's this Taiwanese puppet show called Pilly. And it's like really popular over there. It actually was a little bit popular, like even in Japan, to the point where we got that show Thunderbolt Fantasy, which I still need to watch. My sister, my oldest sister, was kind of obsessed with with the series and stuff, and introduced me to a lot of things. Now, fun fact: when Cartoon Network was like, like getting like licenses for like international shows, mostly anime, they got. Oh, was it Cartoon Network or was it something else? I forgot. But when they got Pilly, they kind of pulled a 4Kids and rearranged everything. And they call it Woolen Warriors. And I still remember the theme song in my head, and of course it did rap. And the reason why the 7 stars remind me of that because they talked about the 7 stars in Woolen Warriors. So in my head, I just hear Woolen Warriors. I'm Lone Sword with my trainer brother Star, and we're on a mission to find the super 7 stars of Woolen. Yeah, that's such a throwback, honestly. That was God, this is so dumb. Speaking of, I probably need to watch Thunderbolt Fantasy, because I heard it was actually really good. But I forgot the actual names of the characters. Well, I think I remember one of the characters who was mute, was called Yi Xiao Chai. I think that was the only instance I know, and I think I remember him. I think, like, he turned speak, he was mute, and then, like, he died one moment, and then he came back to life in another moment, and he was able to speak. And the first thing he said, I think, was his son's name or something. I don't know. I need to rewatch those. Anyway, let's continue. Most of what we know is spotty at best. We know that, at the time, they were able to stave off most of the damage by chipping away at the meteorites mid-flight. Direct impact would have most likely meant extinction. Apparently, some were able to escape to space temporarily, but no one's certain if they survived. There are rumors that they found help and came back, but I think that's bullshit. Like, aliens? Who knows? Cooper shrugs before nodding me to the living room to organize the rest of his bounty. That's better? The continent we're on apparently got hit the hardest. They screwed up big time with how they dealt with the meteor. It spread all over the country. I'm not gonna lie, I misheard that as Woolen Warriors, and I was easily confused. Anyway, Trooper slides on his axiom to search for something. For what we know, for what we know, about 60% of the planet's overall population was wiped out. Jesus. It's funny you say that. We don't even know where that expression came from. Please don't say that. I don't need another existential crisis. But sorry, that's why I wanted to ease you into the world. I clutched my head, the headache coming to a peak. You okay? What? You okay? It's just a sudden headache. I'll be fine. I'll take that as a sign that today's history lesson is over. While we travel, I'll let you in on all sorts of things. But for now, let's try to take care of yourself first, alright? He pats my shoulder in reassurance before guiding me to the couch. It's not my fault you guys have so many vowels. It's so easy to mishear things. Woolen is not even an English word. Why are you putting that blame on us? That's not even... Like, it's not even an English word, it's Chinese. Which is why the English adaptation of Pilly was also inaccurate, because it's Taiwanese. Because it's Taiwanese. Well, actually no way. It could very well be accurate because. No, because it is the Republic of China. Yeah, no, Taiwan is officially the Republic of China because they kind of separated itself from because they separated themselves from communist China. Okay, I'm remembering my history. But here, I can handle making dinner. You just get some rest. But I've been resting for the past several hours. I whine like a child not wanting to be put down for their afternoon nap. For what I've witnessed, you were far from resting. Let me get you some water and some meds. Alright, thanks. I groan as I recline on the couch. Why can't I feel headaches when I can't feel anything else? This is bullshit. Here, just drink it slowly. I know. Cooper chuckles at my grumbling as I take the glass of water. It's fizzing a bit and almost looks carbonated. Did you just give us sparkling water? I'm gonna fucking fight you, Cooper. Do not give me that TV static in a cup, okay? Fuck sparkling water. That shit's nasty as hell. In fact, fuck any like fruit fizzled drink. If I drink something I believe it's fruit juice and it's fizzly, I'ma fight someone. I do. Anyway, I give it a sniff. It smells kind of fruity. Cooper, we're about to throw hands. Almost like seltzer water, but with actual flavor. You sure I won't get sick from this? You will. Which, if you do, God help you. Is that another phrase you don't know the origins of? No. Pretty sure most religions have gods. Ah, I have made a fool of myself yet again. The seltzer water actually tastes pretty good, Cyrus. You have trash taste. But not with choosing guys. Okay? Because Damien's fucking hot. Which, it almost reminds me of orange soda, although not nearly as sweet. What if Cyrus is just too American that he doesn't understand... what if Cyrus is just way too American that he doesn't know that this is basically just international Fanta and not American Fanta? Because, like, I've seen the pictures, how, like, our Fanta is, like, so orange compared to, like, Fanta from other countries, and, like, you guys are, like, a lighter orange. I wonder how much Cooper is lying just to make fun of Cyrus. Yeah, honestly, you never know, because, like, he's full of secrets. This town needs secrets. But anyway. Thankfully, it does its job quickly. My headache starts evaporating after a few minutes of drinking the stuff. I need to ask Cooper if I can bring these tablets for the road. It seems like I get a headache every other minute. Speaking of Cooper, he calls out to me from the kitchen corner. Hey Cyrus, did you wash the dishes? Oh yeah, a few. Yes, you fainted so orange it looks like Trump. No, because literally what the fuck is going on? Like, why does our food look like that? It's so weird. Like, honestly, there's a reason why, like, we call, like, certain thing, like, when we get, like, bottled Coca-Cola or bottled Dr. Pepper, like, it's a lot, I think, like, it's a lot more better for you. Or, like, if you get, like, the Mexican Coke, people always rave about, like, especially in California, people always rave about how Mexican Coke is, like, the best thing since Jesus' second coming. Like, and, like, I tried it before, and it's really good. But I'm still a Dr. Pepper girly, so there's that. What? Still, thanks for that. It's a pain to clean them myself. Why is that? I don't like doing it. The actual word is tolerant. Yes. Well, lucky you got me. I don't mind doing dishes. You even spruced up the place while I was gone. Wish I could keep you around for longer then. I'm sure you do, considering the state that the place was in. Which, well, it beats hiring a cleaning service. You'd save me a lot of money. I can't tell if he's trying to bait me into wanting to stay or not. Regardless, it is nice to feel wanted. Well, maybe I can come visit. Maybe. I can see him flick his ear. Wouldn't be surprised if he's just as lonely. How about a water break, y'all? Mm-hmm. Let's continue. Do you do this full time? Do what? Escorting? Mercenary work in general. I guess that's a more fitting word for it. Anyway, my guess is that the European Union is more strict with the use of colorants, and that's why our Fanta is less orange. Actually, yeah, you could be right, because a lot of, like, there are certain things, additives in our food that are banned in certain countries. Like, I don't know, I don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure certain dyes that we use in America are not used in Europe. So we should follow suit. We should follow suit. Although if they take my Dr. Pepper, I'm gonna have to kill them with my bare hands. Although, if Dr. Pepper came out with like a, well, with like a good replacement for the high fructose corn syrup they use in it, that would be cool. Although I drink both Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper, so it's not like I'm just guzzling down Dr. Pepper like a lot of sugar. I like to keep a balance. Okay, well, I guess that's a more fitting word for it. Yeah, I do, more or less. I was never able to keep a steady job. Are you happy doing what you're doing? Cooper unwraps the beef and puts it on the pan, sprinkling various spices on it. I'm content. But are you happy? Sometimes, when I get paid I am. That's pretty standard for a job, right? You got me there. Judging by how you're handling that meat... Cooper snorts. Oh my god, grow up. Which, sorry, old man. Spare me some of your wisdom. I roll my eyes and continue. Anyways, were you a chef before? Cooper turns and looks surprised. How'd you know? I worked in the kitchen for a while. Your movements remind me of a chef I used to work with. Well, that's pretty perceptive of you. I guess some of your memories are coming back. I scratch my head. He's right. It just flows out of me at this point, whether I want to or not. Fun fact, I have never been able to find Dr. Pepper here. When you come over here, you're gonna have some with me. That shit's bomb. That shit's so bomb. I love it. I'm a Dr. Pepper girly. Let me check to see, like, where, like... Let's see, can you find Dr. Pepper in Europe? Let's see. Okay, it's sold in Europe. Okay, it is sold in all the continents and countries. I think it's sold in Spain because a friend brought me some one time they came to visit. I just never really found it myself. Okay, good. I was gonna be like, we're going to get you some Dr. Pepper. Oh, let's see. Europe, United Kingdom's version of Dr. Pepper. United Kingdom's version of Dr. Pepper, along with various other countries, is manufactured with sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. Hey, that's good. This shit has so much sugar though. Okay, well, we're gonna give you okay, so you're gonna come over here and I'm gonna give you like a Diet Dr. Pepper and we're gonna have fun. Because Diet Dr. Pepper, in my personal opinion, it tastes just as good as regular Dr. Pepper. Maybe the slightest less sweet, but still pretty good. Like I said, I did both. Because, hey, it's bomb. But hey, just be glad yours is actually made with sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. Just be glad. Anyway, let's continue this. We're going off my Dr. Pepper tangent. Which, kinda. I can't control things on my own. They sort of just come out. I'm not sure what the triggers are. I'll keep that in mind. But who knows, maybe by the time we get to resume, your members will be back. That'd be nice. It's kind of weird not knowing everything about yourself. I can imagine. It's possible you'll be a completely different person by the end of this. That's a scary thought. Although that's just a part of life, always changing even when you don't know it. Maybe you were a philosopher in the past life? That's pretty deep. I think that's just how development works, but I appreciate the compliment. Which really wasn't one. Whatever fills the void in your heart. I'll have you know my heart is very full, thank you very much. Just like that, I'm immediately thinking of Damien. Oops, guess I'm wearing a goofy expression on my face, because Cooper looks absolutely disgusted. What the hell are you thinking about? Just the love of my life. Cooper raises an eyebrow but doesn't inquire further. Instead, he focuses on tonight's dinner. Glad he is. It's smelling pretty good to the point where my mouth starts to water. Dad, is dinner ready? Stop calling me Dad, that's weird. Which, oh come on, if you get to call me an old man, I get to call you a pet name. Once again, he looks absolutely done with me. First of all, Dad is not a pet name. And second of all, me making fun of you is a one-way street. And I'm not allowed to do the same? Of course not, that'd be weird. Why? You asked a lot of questions. Not this again. Cooper snickers as he brings over a couple of plates. We'll get on nickname basis one day. I'll hold you to that. Surprisingly, Cooper's meal tastes pretty good. I can't tell what some of the spices are, but they blend together nicely. It's kind of a smoky flavor, but sweet at the same time. Almost like barbecue sauce. Oh wow, you really can cook. This is pretty good. Why are you so surprised? I honestly thought you just dug through the trash for your food. Do you really think I'm homeless? You're taking too long to answer a yes or no question. Well, by definition, no, because you own a home, but... Now you're making a yes or no question complicated. It's a complicated situation. When's the last time you... Then the idea strikes me. Actually, when we finish dinner, I got something I want to do for you. Uh-oh, what? It's a secret. So you can keep secrets? I don't want to hear that from you. You still owe me. Do I? You will after tonight. Huh? I smirk at him. The dog is in for a treat. We're doing it. Are you serious? Yes, strip. Cooper huffs at exasperation. It can't be that bad. You're telling me you can smell blood from blocks away, but you can't smell your own BO? It's long since faded. That shows how long it's been since you've had a bath. I open the shower curtain. We're gonna fix that. If I wasn't wearing a t-shirt right now, I'd definitely roll up my sleeves. This is going to take a lot of work. Do we really have to? This isn't... I'll tell your client you smacked me. Cooper narrows his eyes. Seriously? Seriously, no offense, but your stench is that repulsive. Cooper sighs heavily before starting to take his clothes off. You're seriously the most annoying escortee ever. That's not even a word. It is here, asshole. I roll my eyes. Sure it is. Are we going to have to do this the hard way? I cross my arms and stare at Cooper, really trying to nail my glare down. Cooper doesn't look very impressed. What do I get out of this? You get a gold star for practicing basic hygiene. A what? You get a pat on the back for doing what you're supposed to do. I don't need. Are you scared of water or something? What? No. They take your clothes off again in the tub. I point and huff. Cooper's good mood has all but dissipated at this point. Seriously, so needy. He says that and hands me his jacket. I take it from him and toss it in what I assume is a hamper. Cooper looks at me for a moment. Could you turn around? It's kind of weird to undress in front of a guy I barely know. Such a baby. I roll my eyes and do as he says. I can hear his clothes drop on the ground behind me. You really want to do this? I am almost begging you to take a bath, and not in a weird way. Cooper snickers. Way to make it weird. Okay, you can turn around now. Admittedly, I hesitate for a moment. I turn around slowly. Sure enough, there it is. Huh, gross. Internal jokes aside, he'd almost be attractive if he wasn't such an asshole. I have to say, he's pretty confident standing there naked. Looks like someone wanted to show off after all. I don't know why you made such a big deal out of it. You said you're asexual, right? Thought horny stuff wasn't your thing. Oh wait, that's actually pretty considerate of him. Oh, well, not really, no. I mean, it depends if they're sex repulsed or not, obviously. It's not like I was going to stare at it or anything. Whatever you say, you want to get started? What? Lord knows I am. I reach for the tablet to fiddle with the temperature. You figured out how to use it? There wasn't much to figure out. How do you like your showers? Hot, and then cold. I give him an incredulous look. Really? Yeah, why? You're unhinged, ending on a cold shower? Give me a break. It's easy to overheat with all this fur. I take a hot shower to feel fresh and then a cool one to cool down. I guess that makes sense. I slide the bar to the red side and turn on the faucet before handing him a bottle of shampoo. Well, technically you were robbed, actually. Here, do some of the preliminary stuff on your own. I crack my knuckles to stretch a bit. I'll do the rest. Cooper looks a bit skeptical. What's the rest? Time limit, remember? Cooper rolls his eyes before closing the shower curtain. While he's getting started, I looked around the room. I didn't think about it while washing my own hair, but I could probably use a hair tie or something to keep it out of my face. Cooper probably doesn't use them himself, but maybe a past client of his kept some in there? I looked behind me to make sure he's still in there. I already rifled through these cabinets before, but doing so in his presence suddenly makes me feel weird about it. Regardless, I started to sift through the cabinets and drawers again, as quiet as I can. I hear the shower curtain open. What are you doing? Fuck, he's got that super wolf hearing. I looked back. He looked so stingy with his damn fur that I had to really try not to laugh. O2 let out a snort, however. Sorry, I was just looking for something to tie my hair back with. Cooper rolls his eyes and points up with his nose. There's a first aid kit somewhere. Use the bandages. I don't get a chance to respond as he closes the curtain. Thanks, I guess. So steamy. Listen, no, you were Rods, because let me tell you something. I was there. I was there for Cooper's old sprite when he had the scruncher face, and I was there when you see his dick. That was it. Like, you see it. It was a time. But you know what? Good for them. Good for them. I reach up to the top cabinet and take the lone red box down. Yes, you see it! Like, literally, in, like, older versions of the, like, maybe you could, like, scroll around somewhere and find, like, an older version of the game. But when you do, like, he has a different looking face. And then you actually see it. Like, you actually see it. And yes, and before you asked, yes, it's uncut. Anyway. Or was it? Being serious for a second, I'm actually glad they changed it, because this is just not that, yeah, actually. I do think it was a bit odd. I do think it was a bit odd that they added in the first place, considering Cyrus's asexuality put into the equation. I guess it was the time where, you know, you just gotta add, like, you know, some tasteful nudity to attract readers. So I just see why they did it, but also really glad, like, they got rid of it in the end, because it probably might felt a bit inauthentic to certain people. Anyway, it's pretty dusty. I wonder how long it's been up here. I unlatch it and wish I had covered my nose. It's absolutely filled with dust. Jesus Christ, how old is this thing? I yell through my coughing fit. I don't know, it was here when I got the place. I am going to show you how to clean tomorrow. We don't got a year, bud. I could hear him snicker as this was something to be proud of. What a loser. There are some bandages in here. As far as I'm aware, those can't expire. I'm not sure. I don't remember the rest of my master's program yet. Wait, they're bandages. Literally just cloth. Guess I'm still overthinking silly things. Thankfully, there's a small pair of scissors in the box, so I cut off a long enough strip to tie my hair up a bit. I turned to the mirror. I looked like a bad movie character. Stars, long white hair, and a ponytail. I'm every edgy teen's favorite character all at once. It is nice that I can look at myself without flinching, though. That's something. Are you done? Almost. You can turn the water off. Alright, let me know when you're ready. Should I be worried? Is the big bad wolf scared of being groomed? I could hear a subtle growl from behind the curtain, and this time what the fuck? Ah! And this time I definitely snored. I just saw like a little gnat near me. I was like, you'll be fine, don't be such a baby. Okay, I'm ready, I guess. I paused for a moment before opening the curtain. Sure enough, I met with a damp and naked wolf. And Mr. Steam. Everyone stared at me and Drew says, no. Jail. Jail. See, you did the hard part out of the way all your own. Do I get my gold star now? He rolls his eyes at me and I snicker. Oh no, we're about halfway done. I need you to sit down now. What? Why? So I can wash you? Duh. Is that not what I just did? I'm sure you got a good chunk of it done, but you really need a thorough bath. Cooper sighs loudly. He almost sounds like a whiny kid. Seriously? Seriously, it's not going to take that long. Just lean against the wall so I can see your back. The tub is big enough for you, I'm sure. He grumbles before doing just as he's told. Do you have a bucket or something I can use? Cooper groans as his speaking has suddenly become an exercise. There might be one in the closets? Thank you, O valued customer. He grumbles as I fetch the bucket. I turn the bath faucet on and get a steady stream going. Ready? Cooper sighs. Sure. I can practically hear his eyes rolling. What a puppy. I take a glove of shampoo and start to run through the top of Cooper's head along with his back. I can hear Cooper grumbling. I already did that. Sorry, I still don't trust you. Deal with it. Besides, it's normal to wash your hair twice. His ears lower for a moment as I start to dig into his fur, but they quickly perk up, along with the rising sound of a wet tail plapping against the tub. For his pride's sake, I choose not to comment on it. Despite it being pretty cute. God damn! Sorry, Damien, but wolves do have something cats don't. I'm going to pour the water over your head, okay? Mm-hmm. He's digging the scratches, I know it. I fill the bucket up and pour straight down, getting myself a bit wet in the process. Oh well, these aren't my clothes anyway. We repeat this process a few times, particularly on his back. I wonder when was the last time he had someone to help him wash. I put some more effort into his back, causing that tail of his to slap the tub some more. He's making some subtle moans throughout our impromptu spa session. Wouldn't be surprised if he asked me to do this again before our little adventure is over. Not that I would mind. Oh, we didn't get that CG! Oh, I just noticed that we never got that CG of Cyrus washing Cooper. I'm glad to look through the files to see if I can find it. That's weird. Wow. Let's see. Let's continue. Overall, it took us about 20 minutes to get him sufficiently washed. It would have taken less time, but once we got into it, he kept asking for more. I don't blame him. That was probably the most intimate experience he's had with another person in quite a while. I'd have to say the same. I kind of liked it too, which is going to make separating that much more difficult. Wait, stay strong, you have a boyfriend, what the fuck? 20 minutes for a furry? I don't buy it! 20 minutes is not enough! Take them back to the tub! Okay, I'll admit it, that wasn't so bad. I'll take that as a compliment. You should, I haven't had a good massage like that in a while. It's been a while since I've given one. I'm glad I wasn't rusty. Is that something you did often? Yeah, for my boyfriend. He had to exercise a lot, so I would give him massages pretty frequently. Boyfriend, huh? He looks a bit somber for a moment, but goes back to his good mood somewhat quickly. Sounds like a great guy. The best. I can't wait to see him again. We'll try to make that happen. He ruffles my hair before starting to stretch. In any case, you certainly made me feel a hell of a lot better. I will need to do that more often. What, shower? That too. He smirks at me and I roll my eyes. This dude. Well, I'm glad I picked that shampoo. You smell so much better now. I'm not sure how manly it is to smell like orchids and vanilla, though. I didn't think you cared about that kind of thing. I do have a certain image I like to keep. Which is? Well, I do have to be somewhat intimidating. If it were me, I'd be way more scared being met with an angry looking dude smell like flowers. Why? Shows you're confident. I mean, I guess. He stretches the back of his head. You're weird. Don't I know it? I start a big and long yawn before stretching myself. That was a workout. Even with my long nap earlier, I'm exhausted. Cooper holds up his axe and reads out the time. It's a bit past 9. Maybe my sleep schedule is salvageable after all. Time for bed. Which, I'll say, you'll need your rest for tomorrow. You're coming along. Wait, huh? Why? Which, after your little napping session, I'd rather keep a closer eye on you. Besides, you'll probably be bored sitting in here all day again. Tell me about it. Alright, what time do you want to head out? Let's say around 9 a.m. Is that okay? Sure. I let out another yawn and start to make my way back to the couch. Cooper stops me before I make it, though. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I have something for you. Hmm? I rub my face for a moment as Cooper fetches something from one of his bags. Here, this is what you're looking for? He's holding a book with an ornate-looking pen in one paw, and in the other a cup with a toothbrush and toothpaste. Whoa, that looks kind of expensive. Where'd you get this? I found an antique store that had junk like this, although I'm not sure of the quality. Why, does it look valuable? I take the pen from him. It feels pretty expensive with how weighty it is. Looks pricey to say the least. I hope it didn't cost you much. Not really. The journal thing was in a big pile, and there was a big cup of these pens. Weird. Well, thank you, Cooper. I appreciate it. I take the journal as well and flip through it. It looks kind of minimalist, in that obnoxious sort of way. Oh wait, I have something for you too. I gently place the journal and pen down on the living room table before heading to the windowsill. I found this while I was cleaning out one of your junk boxes. Oh. Cooper's smile fades into a look of shock as I turn the tablet screen on. I wanted to show this to you. I know you said I could have most of what I found, but I didn't even know how to unlock the thing. Wow. He looks completely enamored with the image being displayed. Cooper pauses for a moment before taking a deep breath. He's trying to smile at me. Thanks, Cyrus. I appreciate it. Do you mind if I keep this? I can see about finding another tablet like it somewhere. You've done more than enough for me. The journal is plenty. In fact, I might write in it for a bit. I leave you to that then. Have a good night. He pats my head before heading to his bedroom. Good night. I yell at him, but just before he closes the door. Cooper turns around and gives me a sad kind of smile. I wonder if I should have shown him that, but I think it was the right thing to do. Before I get comfortable on the couch, I go to brush my teeth for the first time in who knows how long. The toothpaste isn't minty like I thought it'd be. It's almost fruity. Well, to be fair, you're also fruity as well. That's one of the more bizarre things that's happened to date. Still, it gets the job done, and my mouth feels completely different. Thankfully, my teeth look to be in okay shape. I don't even want to think about the dentist situation around these parts. After one more rinsing, I go back to the couch. I picked up the pen for a moment, but I set it down. I'm too tired to write in it. I'll do some writing before we head out tomorrow. As I start to get comfortable, I reminisce over what's happened. Not a lot has happened per se, but what's happened has been pretty okay. My reminiscing gets interrupted though as I hear an audible grunt. followed by the sound of something solid and electrical snapping from Cooper's room. Oh. Oh, he broke the tablet. And we're on chapter 4, and that's where we're gonna end. Goddamn, this was actually kind of a longer stream than expected. Anyway, let's continue. Let's fucking go back to this. Anyway, that was it. We just basically just did the entirety of chapter 3 and part 3. So yay, we're doing good now. Woo! Ugh, God. Bitch stretch. Such a nice view, no jump. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he definitely broke that tablet. Which he definitely broke that. Ah, shit. Anyway, yeah, I was surprised. I remember like that there was a CG with that. There was a CG with that with the bath scene. I'm quite surprised they got rid of it. Considering I don't think it really showed anything. It was really adorable though. I'm gonna see if it's in the game files, and then maybe I can use that for the thumbnail. But anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching the VOD, subscribe to my channel and go ahead and if you want to watch real life streams, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CNTheCatboy for actually real life streams and everything. Also follow me on Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky for updates on streams, and I guess follow me on Twitter as well. But yeah, there you go. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you around. Bye!